So it's an octave up, octave down, and a fuzz, which is on or off, and you can have all three combined. You can have fuzz octave up, just octave up, octave down, fuzz, just like that. You get the idea.
Okay.
It's really cool. It's really cool. It was influenced by the blue box that came out years ago, the MXR blue box.
And sorry, in which song you use it?
Oh, I use it for the solo in No More Heroes, and I use it for the solo in a song, one of the bonus tracks called Parla.
Why did you decide to do this and with all the guys in one room and just playing them together?
Well, I mean, I've always recorded as much live as possible. Like usually, I mean, always the bass and drums. Sometimes the rhythm guitars. You know, like Izzy recorded live. Gilby Clark, I think, recorded live. And so I've always tried to do that. But it was the first time that I recorded my own guitar live. And it was just because our producer, Eric Valentine, devised a system where I could be in the room with the other guys and not have to wear headphones. Because that was always the biggest problem for me, was I didn't like the way the headphones sounded. So I would always play with the band live and go back and re-record the guitars in the control room. So he built a room inside the room that I could see through, and the guys could see me and I could see them. But I had, instead of headphones, I had these monitors that played the mix back. And so with my guitar in it, I just played with that whole sort of ambient live sound, and we kept all the live guitars, solos, and everything. So it worked really well.
Do you use the same gear you use in the studio when you're playing live? Or?
Yeah.
Is Not For Me the most important song of the album?
No. No. It's a good song, but it's not the most. There is no one important song on the record. It's really sort of an old school rock record where all the songs are just as important as another.
Your blues chart is less than the past. You change your way of playing guitar during these years. Less blues. The new album seems to me more an hard rock album, mid-80s album.
It's like an 80s record? Oh, that's interesting. It was a very instantaneous spark that happened. For me, it was, I'd never met Myles Kennedy, and I wasn't really familiar with his voice. When I first called him, it was because I heard a lot of really great things about him, and I was trying to finish up my last record, and I had 2 songs left over, and no idea who should sing them. And so I thought, well, what if I just try this Myles Kennedy guy out? I've been hearing about him for like 6 years, and I'm the only person that doesn't know him. So I called him up and told him what I was doing, and I sent him a piece of, a composition, and he spent a few days with it and sent it back with a vocal on it, and it was a song called Starlight, and I was like, when I heard it, I was like, wow, this is really fucking good. And so he lives in Spokane, so I flew him from Spokane to Los Angeles, and we met for the first time, and I think we automatically liked each other, and so we recorded that song for the album, and then we did another song called Back from Cali. And at that point, I was like, this guy's awesome. And I was putting together a tour, which was going to comprise of songs from Guns N' Roses and Velvet Revolver and Snake Pit, and then songs from this latest album with all these different singers. No, because I established, when we started touring in 2010, over the period of a year and a half, we established Slash featuring Myles Kennedy, so I wasn't going to change that. And then, but I did want to give credit to Brent and Todd, so we called it the Conspirators. So no, I'm not. Changing names midstream is.
Right, not changing name. Plan to create, to compact all the moniker and create a new band, because now it's Slash featuring Myles Kennedy and the Conspirators.
Yeah, but you can easily say any one of those different things, and people know what you're talking about. You don't have to say the whole thing.
Slash, how can you create a solo? I mean, you improvise, and if you are not satisfied, you cut in parts and you save some, or you start from the beginning again?
The way, I guess, I don't really have, I don't write solos because it's boring. so what I do is when I write a song, you know, usually I record a demo and I just improvise the solo, and that solo usually works fine. And so when we start to rehearse the song, it usually the first solo is more or less what I hear. So I just sort of play around that same solo. So by the time we get to actually recording it, I've sort of got, give or take a few notes, the basic idea, the feel of the solo, and I just go for the you know, the best one.